clear. Actually, the advice is pretty clear. The advice is do not start writing. Oh God, just stop it. He's like got quite free reign. He's probably coming into the shot soon. That's my cup of tea. I'm just protecting my cup of tea. Stop this, please. That doesn't help me. I am 50,000 words in. That ship has sailed. Like I'm out here in a little dinghy with half an oar. Like. Good morning and welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time looking at one of my vlogs. My name is Sari and I am a writer and filmmaker living in Kirikiriroa in New Zealand. And today is going to be pretty much just like a normal writing vlog actually. I've been watching lots of them myself and I've been feeling very inspired, and so I wanted to do one of my own. This week a fellow writer sent me this outline tool that I wanted to share with you, and hey, you might have already heard of it before, but just in case you hadn't, like I hadn't, it has absolutely just shifted everything for me with the current draft that I'm doing for my first book. I have just felt at sea with this novel for a little while, and I kind of started off really strong. Let me just find the Scrivener, the updated Scrivener for you. It's the Rainbow Wheel of Death. Oh, wait. Oh no, the Rainbow Wheel of Death. I saved it yesterday. I saved it to a hard drive. It's okay. No, Rainbow Wheel of Death still happening. Oh, okay, here we go. All right, so, okay, yes, it's all in there. Phew. Project is writing history. So yesterday I wrote about 1,200 words, but that was just inside of this outline kind of tool that my friend had sent me. And so that was okay. So it says I'm at 51,592 words. Yeah, I mean, with the words that I probably wrote yesterday, I'm at 50,000 words. So I have a draft of a novel, draft being a very important descriptive word there, of 50,000 words. And I don't just want to screw it up and throw it away. It's kind of like a first draft. It's definitely not a full first draft. But part of me knows that because I began as pantser, so I didn't really plot, I didn't plan, I just kind of had this idea in my head and I thought, hey, let's start writing. I started quite strong. I was kind of minimum, I was doing 250 words a day. Sometimes I would reach about 4,000 words a day. And then, we started to hit a few rocks and it got a little bit harder. But by then I was something like 30,000, 40,000 words in. But then now it feels like I have dropped myself into an empty field. I have built this giant world around me and now I'm lost. And I've been stuck and I've been procrastinating on this project. I've been doing other things. I've been working a lot on YouTube and things like that. But really in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, come on, Sari, like you need to get back on this. Like there's something here. You've clearly got 50,000 words out of you. There's more to come. The feedback I've received on it from a Faber writing course that I did last year was, this is really interesting, but you are just like, you are writing and we are having to read at breakneck speed, like slow down. You can flesh out so much more, the description of the world and your characters, everything. And so I know there's a story here. It's here. But yeah, it's kind of, I've written 50,000 words. And now I have to backtrack, and the backtracking feels, it feels like too much work, and I don't want to do it. It's not kind of like I don't have a compulsion to kind of take 2 steps back, but I know that like that's the next step. So what does this video have in store for you and I? As you can see, I've got my smoothie bowl behind me, so I've got to eat my breakfast. But I'm going to do just kind of half an hour or so as I'm eating my breakfast. I'm going to do about 30 minutes worth of research into what do I do next? Like, what's a really good way to take what I have and not throw it away, but I am kind of starting a draft, 2.0. I don't think it's technically a draft 2. It's kind of, and that's mostly because my draft 1 isn't like fully there. So I heard the other day on the Unpublished podcast with Amy McNee and her husband James that a really good outline will save you a draft. And I think that it's so true for me because I didn't have an outline for this novel to start with. I've written this giant draft, this 50,000 word draft, and I needed to do it the other way around. And that's okay. That's a learning. Next time, we're going to do it differently. She sent me this incredible resource, and it's called the 27 chapter outline. So I'm going to put all the information about it and the YouTube videos about it and the creator below. And that's what I spent some time doing yesterday. That was the 1,200 words that I wrote up. It was, it's 27 chapters, broken up into the 3 acts. And it kind of... But yeah, I spent some time yesterday just kind of going through that and filled out every single one. And so much of what I had written in this 50,000 words, it's there. Like I had so many of the chapters, kind of quote unquote chapters, that I was able to put something for. And it doesn't mean that it won't change in the future, but it is, so much is already there. And so I think I've got this natural feel for the story. But like I said, I just feel like I've built these giant walls and this giant world around me and dropped myself into the middle of it. And I don't have a map. I'm lost. So today's writing vlog, I'm gonna do a little bit of research with my breakfast to kind of go, okay, like what are we doing? We're starting something new with Scrivener. We're starting with a fresh, brand new page, and we'll keep going back to that first part. How should I actually structure that in Scrivener? I've never done this before, so it's new for me. I think if I'm able to see where I'm going, decide the next bit, set myself up in Scrivener, like open that first chapter and kind of get at least 250 words down of something fresh and new, looking back at the work that I've already done, I think I'm going to be in a good place. So that's where we are. So welcome to the vlog. Let's see what we can get done. Okay. Whitaker, don't do that, please. Yeah, the camera's moving. Yeah, because there's a giant orange cat behind it. Please don't do that. Okay. So I've watched some YouTube videos, got some tips from ChatGPT about like how to go forward. And it's pretty clear, actually. The advice is pretty clear. The advice is, do not start writing. Oh God, just stop it. Stop this. I'm sorry. I just, he's a coworker. He's my only coworker. And so, he's got quite free reign. He's probably coming into the shop soon. That's my cup of tea. I'm just protecting my cup of tea. Stop this, please. I'll just let that happen over there. I'm gonna move my cup of tea into eyeline. Okay, so the advice is very clear. Do not start writing until you have an outline. That doesn't help me. I am 50,000 words in. That ship has sailed. I'm out here in a little dinghy with half an oar. I'm watching these videos, like reading this stuff from ChatGPT, and it's all saying the same thing. It's like, right, just have an outline. And I'm like, yeah, great. So my greatest fear has come true and my hero's journey must begin. I think I have to start back at the beginning. So I'm just going to open another Scrivener document, and I'm not throwing away all of the other words that I've written. I just have to accept that, yeah, this is a learning opportunity. I'm writing my first novel and we are learning things. Yes, I know, I can see him too. Yeah, so that's what we're doing today. I'm going to start a brand new Scrivener document. I'm going to put together the new document. So I'm going to put the 27 chapter outline that I've showed you in there, and the sentences, and then I think I'm just going to start at number 1, I think. And I think for my main character, I just need to go back into that character outline and just kind of flesh that out a little bit today. And I think those will be 3 really good things to get done, and then just let it marinate in my mind, let the story keep marinating. So that's what I'm going to do today, and then by the end I'm going to give you a little bit of an update about how far I got, and then we'll see how I feel by the end. But yeah, honestly, it is a rainy, miserable, cold day out there today, and so it's just nice. It's nice to be inside and nice to be writing. So that is what we are doing with a cat on the desk. Yep, and that's my life. It's a pretty good life. Hey. I have done the 27 chapter pieces broken into 3 acts down the left hand side, and then each of them is a folder, and then I'm going to put the scenes underneath so I can add to them as I go. Right now in the original document, it's just 1 folder for the entire manuscript. See, I don't know what I'm doing. And then underneath it is just oh my gosh, how many? 27 different text files if you've used Scrivener before. But within the text files there might be 5 different scenes, and each one is a different location. So it's they're here, and then they go here, and then they wake up and they go here, and then and in that however many I just said before, 20 something texts, there's 50,000 words. So yay. What I'm doing is when I started with the outline, I've written 27 sentences, and some are a couple of sentences about so the number 1 is an introduction. So it's this is her world, and these are the people around her, and this is what I want to establish, and things like that. And then number 2, inciting incident. In an act of rebellion, she does this, and then this happens, and blah blah blah. And then the fallout from her act of rebellion is this. And so it's just these 1 or 2 sentences that I've kind of done here. So now what I'm doing is I'm taking those sentences into the new document, and I am putting them in the synopsis. Time hath passed. I finished my cup of tea. So what have I done? I've finished putting everything from the old Scrivener file into the new one. So it's all kind of set up, it's all ready to go. And then along the way, I had a few little ideas. So I put them in the notes section of each applicable chapter. So that was good. And I do feel quite overwhelmed. I've even written the first heading of the first scene, and I just I'm actually staring at a blank page, and I'm thinking, oh my goodness, okay, it's all right, it's okay, don't panic. but I'm kind of panicking a little bit. That's okay. So today we started a brand new Scrivener document, and we started with 0 words, of course, but now we are at 1,158 words. So that's kind of nice and encouraging. It's kind of like, okay, we're starting again. And we're not starting from, totally rock bottom. But we are, we're kind of like starting with something a bit fresh. And it feels really good to have the whole outline here and putting it into those folders and then like putting different scenes under each of them. Yeah, definitely a better way to do it. Maybe I should read the Scrivener template next time before I begin. I do a little bit of work for something else, and then after that, I wonder if I might do a little bit more YouTube, because I'm a little bit behind on my YouTube at the moment. So that's what I'm going to do. And it's a Friday today that I'm filming. So we've got some thunderstorm warnings and just lots and lots and lots of rain here in Kirikiriroa today. So it's just going to be nice being inside with my little kitty cats. There's a little kitty cat just down there. And my other cat came in before and was screaming and wanting attention. And she was telling me she was all wet and yucky. And I'm like, don't go outside. Like, it's nice and warm inside. Stay inside. So I'm going to take my own advice and I'm going to do that. And so thanks very much for hanging out with me today. And if you enjoyed this vlog, please make sure that you like it, that you subscribe, and I will see you for the next one. I hope you have a great day wherever you are. And if you're creating, I hope you can create a little bit today. Be free and have fun. And even if you've got to redo a bit of chunk of work like I do, it's a lesson learned. It's not wasted. But have fun today, no matter what you're doing. And I will see you next time. Bye.